Hi, welcome everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do extrapolation or forecasting the future values in the time in R, especially for the panel data. So we'll start with discussing the codes, and I will try to run one by one. So in this file, first of all, we'll start with three libraries. First of them is the tidyverse, which is for the data management, and then forecast library, and third one is to read Excel files. Control Enter. I will read these libraries, and after that I will read a data file, and I will show you the data file once it is read. So in this data file I will show you here that there are many variables, but the data is from 2008. If I filter it up, it is data from 2008 to 18. So the problem with this data is that it's getting old now. There is a need to forecast these values and forecast till maybe present value. So it is up till 2018 and for all the variables. So and it's a panel data. It's arranged in panel data form. So in this file I selected two variables. Technically this video is for one variable, but in this code there were two variables selected. So one variable is called value chain breadth, and second is and there are two variables, and I'm converting them into numeric form so that R can read them as a numeric data. Otherwise, if it is not numeric, it will not run. So the two variables are converted into numeric form. The WF dollar variable name equal to as numeric WF dollar same variable name. Then I will remove the any values in the data if there are any, and then remove other value, and then I will change the name so that my data file has smaller names so that I can code them. Then I will create a cross ID indicator so that the data has one reference value so that it can be merged later on. So there is a cross ID indicator, and if you go in the data file, you will see that short name of the variable will be shown if it is within the range. So there are many columns. So first 50 are shown. The variable is beyond first 50. So you can see using next 50. It will come later on. So now what we'll do, we will first of all count the number of countries in the data. So it will count that there are unique countries in the data file. There are 149. Then I will create an empty data frame in which the data will be stored from the loop. Then the loop will run, which will be equal to the number of countries. And first step will be it will filter the country name so that it will pick up a time series data. It will create a lag of the variable for which we need to do forecasting, and here the example is VCB variable. Next, we select shorten the data file, only select the cross ID here, country and the variable and its lag with AR1 model, which means dependent variable VCB and independent is lag of VCB, and intercept using that shortened data or time series data. Then in that I create a new data file in which there are four new rows. For example, data is 2018, so 19, 20, 21, 22. So four new values are to be added there. So and then use that L.VCB to forecast. So forecast values will be based upon AR model, and the new data will be used, which is the four lag values of LVCB, and since it's a loop, I will run together. In the forecast data file, what it will store the country name. It will store the here value from 2019 to 22. It will store the forecasted values. When I come here, what will happen? It will also bind the forecasted data file within the forecasted panel data to make it a panel data, because the loop is only doing for time series, and in this forecast panel command it will stack the time series data below each, so that it will become a panel data. So when I run this, it will take some time because it will do it for 149 countries, and then it will create a forecast panel. So if I open the forecast panel file, forecast underscore panel, you can see that for each country the data is there from 2019 to 2022. So the forecasted data is here. Now we need to just add this data into the original data file so that we can we can use it as a new data. So forecasted data, forecasted panel is will be combined with I will create a cross ID so that there's a unique identifier in that forecasted panel file, just like in the original file, a cross ID, so that, and this is the original file, there's a cross ID so that there's a common identifier in both files. Then I will just bind the rows, and if you see the forecasted WEF, you will notice if I select one country and count the number of years, so you will see that there is 4 values added, but for others it is empty. And for the selected variable which we have forecasted, if I go beyond it, or if I just list the WEF with the year, I'll just create a new data file, WEF underscore preview is equal to WEF underscore forecasted, and pipe select country, year, and then GCB. So it will say WF forecasted is not there because the spelling is not correct. WF is capital. So I will go down and make it WF capital. WF for forecasted spelling is not correct still. Okay, WEF forecasted. Now it is done. So WEF preview. So you can see WF preview, and if you come here, so if you select one country, so data was originally 2018, now the 4 values are here. So this way you can forecast this command. So these are the set of commands, and I will take some time to scroll it down slowly so that you can use my other video to copy the codes and then practice on your panel data file. The requirement is that you need to make sure that your data is in a proper panel data form or a time series form. Then you can just copy the AR model command, and then the new data and forecast values method just to forecast the time series data. So this is the data for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any queries, you can share in the comments. Thank you.